What did I teach you?
You are Duke of New York. You're A number one.
You talking about getting on the boat. So all the things about the tsunamis and Florida going under and California being separated and Britain Island.
Yeah, all of that's going to go down. It's just that
212.
it may happen before that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that in the event of all of those things happening, there's always the worse a situation is sometimes, the closer you are to getting out of it. It's just a view. It's just how you are viewing your perception of what's happening to you. You know what I'm saying? So you have people who feel like they are beset by demons all the time. You know what I mean? Where they just feel that they can never do nothing right. But when you don't pay attention to the divine's voice, you know what I mean, of the Most High, those spirits or angelic frequencies become demonic frequencies because you're on a lower level. So in order for you to get raised up, they got to downgrade themselves into an almost demonic form so that way you could be scared almost into your real self. That's why when you watch horror movies, right, the white guy is always going to the dark. And we always be in the movie like, why are you going in there? Why are you going in there? Because, right? You be like, why are they doing that? Because what they showing you is a spiritual ritual. Because remember I said, when the light is there and you see the ancestors or whatever, and they say, yeah, come to me, come into the light or whatever. That's a trap. But it looks beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So because it looks inviting, it looks beautiful, you say, okay, that's cool. So you know what? I want to be with my people and them who died before or whatever. So let me go with them. But ask yourself this. If you have now transcended and you are no longer in a physical body, right? And you don't have a physical body to identify yourself, how is it that you are looking at people who have physical bodies in a place where physical bodies don't exist? That's a trap. They lining you up. Whereas when you go to the darkness, right? Right. When you go into the darkness, though, what you're doing is you're going into that most deepest recess of yourself. And the monster that you see there is actually the real you that you can't see because you're still looking at things from a human perspective. You know what I'm saying? But we are human beings, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not human beings having a spiritual experience. You see what I'm saying? So it's totally different. So depending on your perception of yourself in the time-space continuum, you're either going to ascend or descend. But sometimes you have to descend to ascend, and vice versa. So there is no one way to get there. The goal is to get there. The experience or the ritual is the journey. Therefore, the journey of perfecting oneself is better than being perfect. Because once you are perfect, you're dead. If you go into the story of Adam and Eve, if it wasn't for the serpent getting them out of there, they'd have not done nothing. They wouldn't have ate, they wouldn't have got clothes, they wouldn't have fed, they wouldn't have done nothing. So they almost had to get tricked into a certain understanding. And because of that, in Western society, the snake get the bad rap. But the snake represents the Kundalini Shakti. And the snake is the same snake that's on the Nimbus crown. So how could that be evil? It's evil because you want me to believe that woman, femininity is evil. And that she has corrupted everybody. And it's her fault that I'm in the position that I'm in. Which then creates a malefic intent, which then breeds homosexuality. Anybody else? Anybody? What's up, King?
Yeah, very good. I want to really touch on the amplification of the astral body, and the correlation between vocal intonation, in tune with solar and lunar cycles, breathing, semen, retention, opening of the chakras, and how this correlates to the war on Islam, which transfers into esoteric Sufism, which of course we know is a foundation for Masonry, because the Illuminati come from the Afghan black Sufis. You see me what I'm saying?
The Moors, yeah.
So if you can touch that, and maybe you can, because I wanted to say when you dealt with the whole Akhenaten thing, how he was really dealing with light code reception, which is why you see the right above the pioneer depiction. And then he even touched what a lot of people don't know about how he's depicted as a hermaphrodite. But you already talk about, you see me, I say?
And the thing,
Yeah, so I tried to condense a heap of stuff in that way if you want to just touch that still.
any ancestral figure like that represents yourself now. So when you are reading about stories, let's say if you're reading a story about the diver, or you're reading a story about ISIS, or you're reading anything like that, what's really going on is you're reading about yourself. The archetype, right, may be different, but the story, the theme of it all, resonates to you, or else you wouldn't be reading it. So certain people gravitate to certain books and certain understanding based on their ancestral path.